Good day. God bless you. Welcome back, guys. My name is Zach, and this is Fitness Fasting episode 5. So that means I am on day 2, 48 hours into my second round of fasting. Big goals, big ambitions this time, but we're just going to go as long as we can go. And I have some ideas, but let's just do it and we'll talk about it later. So, feeling amazing. Drank my black tea. I'm wondering if the garlic is helping me feel so good. Like I feel like more energetic and more amped up than I normally would on a 48-hour fast. But did a bunch of push-ups today. I'm starting to really want to like increase my strength and just have that increased basal metabolic rate, with some added muscle mass and just staying toned as you get older. Over 50 and overweight is not a good combination for longevity. So let's cut that weight down. Let's get fit and healthy. This isn't about my appearance. This is about my appearance on earth for a good long time. And so I'm feeling amazing. I'm fighting the battles in my head. If you're like me and you're just always in your head, and so I'm starting to fight the battles that I know are coming because I've practiced and I've done this and I've failed so many times. Cheers, Angel Does. Good to see you back. Hey, your t-shirt is in the mail. You should be getting it any day. So I'm fighting the battles that I know are coming, the head game. And which, by the way, if you're not always in your head, fasting might be a lot easier for you to just do it, and not think about it, not stress about it, not think about food. Every time I'm fasting, all of a sudden I find myself talking about food to my friends, even though I'm not going to eat. I'm like, oh, in a month from now, I'm going to eat this. And it's like, why talk about food when you're fasting? So I'm fighting the battles that I know are coming. There's going to be this moment in time that happens every time when I fast less time than I want to, and it's just a little head trip that gets in my head, and I just let it go. I just say, forget it. I'm just going to eat because it's okay. I'll fast next time. So I'm fighting that battle now and saying, Zach, you want this way more than you want the food. What happened last time? I'm not eating unhealthy food. I'm just having a thank you, brother. The commenter is shouting out some respect, and his t-shirt is inbound. Yeah, I just sent it standard mail. I can't remember if it said it was going to be a week or what, but it's on the way. So I'm fighting these battles, knowing they're coming, and I'm just telling myself, like, were you happy last time? I would. Last time I fasted 3 days, and I wanted to fast 4 days. I was on my last 4 days of work, and it wasn't a big deal. It was just like, okay, just eat something. And I ate some healthy food. I don't even remember. I had some fruits and vegetables and eggs and um, some meat. It was just healthy food. But so I didn't feel guilty about eating unhealthy food. But I was like, it's not that important to when you have body fat on your body, you can go without eating. So it's just not that big a deal. I'm trying to fight this battle ahead of time. It's like you weren't happy last time when you ate. You're like, man, I wish I would have went one more day or 2 more days, or I've went 14 days. It was actually like 13 point something days. I wasn't quite to the hour on the 14th day, so it was like 13 and a half days. I fasted with no food at all, just water, and I did the juice fast for 24 days in the past. So just comboing those up. I know those things are so good for you, and so just go for it. Talk to your doctor. Don't fast if you're diabetic and you're on medication. Figure that out first, because you're going to have to reduce your insulin and your metformin if you're not eating. It's going to have to be either reduced in tons or just you're going to have to not take it. So talk to your doctor about that. But otherwise, I mean, fasting is safe and natural and normal, and our bodies are meant to fast. Like we are like feasting and fasting is a normal thing. 1,000 years ago, nobody had a refrigerator. Nobody had preserved food. There was no breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between. It's just not possible. Eat once a day, twice a day, maybe once every 2 days, 3 days. And then we have the capacity to go months without eating. So how can you tell me our body's not meant to do it when we can do it? So not that that philosophy applies to everything we can do, but our body has the ability to store fat, which is not even good for you, um, to survive like a long winter, which would be good for you then, but not the amount of body fat. Like I have enough fat on me to like go way long time, like months and months and months. I could easily go a whole winter, like for like 5, 6 months. I'd be hurting. I wouldn't be happy that I wasn't eating that long, but as long as I was drinking water and maybe getting some salt, some electrolytes, I could live the whole winter. Your fat is releasing everything, even some sugar. Your body fat even has like 5% carbohydrates in it. So it's like your body fat has everything it needs. And I think maybe it has water even. So, and it might even have, science doesn't know everything. Let me just put it that way. You know, I don't believe they have our body all figured out. So, um, something else I'm thinking about doing because I want to increase my physical activity, but in kind of a light way. And it's winter, and I really don't like. I don't even like going out walking in the cold. I keep trying to amp myself up to do it, and I just don't do it because I enjoy warmer weather. You know, people say, "Oh, you're from Minnesota, you're used to the cold." It's like, you know, when I was in the military, they always said that in North Carolina. It's like, yeah, I didn't go outside and sit in the snow and get used to the cold. I sat in a hot house and cranked the heat up, got under the blankets. So feeling great today. I think another reason I'm feeling so good is I took a couple of rounds of fasting salts today. So I took a total of 4 capsules of the I left a bottle at work because that's where I'm going to be using it for the next couple of days. So I took 2 capsules at whatever 9, 10 a.m. and then I took 2 more capsules at like 4 or 5 p.m. So just help me keep those electrolytes in balance. But I've only been fasting 48 hours, so you're still going to have those things in your body. And it's not like I'm drinking 3 gallons of water a day to just flush out all the minerals in my body. You know, I'm keeping it at just a drink when I'm thirsty. You know, 6, 7, 8 cups of water a day, and then like I had a little less black tea today because I had a little bit of jitteriness yesterday when I had about 5 cups. So I think I had 3 cups today. 2 cups at home on my way in a big mug with 2 bags, and then 1 at work. So 3, yeah. Like I said, did the push-ups, fighting the mental game. I'm just feeling the victory. Like victory is here, and this is how you're going to get to it. And the victory is, you know, the healthy self. And I can't wait to go back to the doctor. And, you know, I moved, so I'll have a different doctor. But to get all my blood work done and see that blood pressure back to normal, the cholesterol back to normal, the blood sugar back to normal, A1C way down, and just watch them look at my books from when I first got diabetes, because I've only been to the doctor a couple times in the last like 7 years. I think I've been to the doctor twice, and it was just for a normal checkup. And one time, you know, the first time was like 9 months after I got diabetes and it was gone, and then the next time was a few years later and it was still gone. So that was all awesome. So to pick up my physical activity in the winter, I mean, you can see my room. It's about as small as my efficiency I lived in. Just a little space, but I have enough room here, I think, for a small stationary bike. And I saw one at my wholesale market the other day. I was in there, so I got to work Saturday, Sunday this weekend. I think I'm gonna pick that up on Monday, so I'll start posting my miles on that too. And I still have like my biking shorts, you know, I have the added padding around the crotch buttocks area to really rock it out. So like I said, I used to put 40, 50, 60 miles on that thing at a time, and it's so easy. You can just listen to some audible books, or sitting in here will be even easier. Be able to watch my own YouTube videos, or no, I don't watch my own too often. I like to watch them just for like editing purposes so I can fix my mistakes in the next video, but I mostly don't even care. I'll watch the video and realize I said something totally what I wasn't thinking, totally wrong word, and it just doesn't even flow. And it's like, yeah, they'll figure it out, you know, if they're watching along. So guys, it's day 2. Tomorrow I'll post the video 72 hours in, and then I'm really motivated to hit that 4th day, and I'm feeling like that'll be the tipping point. Like, okay, you made it 96 hours. And then the tough part starts to make it on my 4 days off. And that's why I want to get the bike and just start getting active, where I feel like I'm really maintaining and I'm really dropping body fat. And something else that a head game really motivates me is I know my metabolic rate is like 2,200 calories a day. And so every 24 hours that I'm fasting, after about the first 24 hours, once that glycogen stores are gone and your liver and your muscles are pretty much all wiped out of the stored sugars, you start burning body fat, at least at a much higher level. And so it ends up being almost 3/4 of a pound per day. So then I look, and 0.75 pounds, you move the decimal 10 days, and there's 7.5 pounds in 10 days of pure body fat, and you're going to lose more weight because the carbs are all gone and the water flushes out. For every molecule of carbohydrate, there's 2 molecules of water. Or is it 2 to 1? No, it's 1 to 2. So that's why you flush out like the Biggest Loser. That's why they lose like 25 pounds in the first week, because they just have so much water retention because of all that sugar in their body. They flush that sugar out, the water goes with it. So, I mean, if you can lose 7.5 pounds of body fat per 10 days, I mean, 5 pounds of fat is like this paper towel roll. Like, that's about what 5 pounds of fat looks like. And wrap that around your gut and double that, in 2 weeks, you got 15 pounds of pure fat gone. I started looking at it. It's like, man, if I can fast for a month 2 months, just the body fat will be gone, and these little muscles I got will start coming out, and this, when you feel good about yourself, when you're looking better and you feel good about yourself, it kind of compounds itself, and it makes your efforts seem a little more effortless. And like riding the bike 100 miles or getting back into jogging. Like I jogged around the parking lot at work today, and I was like, man, I love jogging, I got to get back into it. And I feel so much better when I'm fasting. That's why I just jogged around the parking lot literally like a eighth of a mile. And it felt great, because I didn't have all this food bobbing around in my stomach. And just fasting feels amazing, makes you feel so good. I highly recommend you give it a try, guys. If you've never fasted, just ease your way into it. Try the intermittent fasting. Just skip breakfast. Like you can go eat your dinner by 6 p.m. and then don't eat till noon the next day. And that's 16 hours. That's you fasted 16 hours. And then try that a few days. Try that for a week or two and just do that. Eat between noon and 6 or noon and 8, somewhere in there. And so that ends up being a 16-hour fast. And when you're used to that, just then start eating only dinner for a couple of weeks. And you'll find that after you skip breakfast for 2 days, you will not be hungry for breakfast anymore until you eat breakfast again. Your body releases the hormones at the times you normally eat. And when you stop eating at those times, it quickly stops releasing those hormones. I think that one's the ghrelin, the one that makes you feel hungry just because it's time to eat, not that you're actually needing food. It's because it's just a survival mechanism to keep you on a pattern and a routine of eat all the time. That's why some people just get up and eat and they're not hungry at all. It's just out of habit, especially pouring a big bowl of cereal and sugary ass milk. Terrible for you in the morning. Skip that. You'll be hungry as hell the first breakfast day, especially if you eat something all sugary like that, because your body really reacts a little worse to not getting the carbs compared to not getting the protein and the fat. But the protein and the fat are so much healthier and keep you full longer. So skip breakfast, eat lunch and dinner, then skip breakfast and lunch, then eat only dinner, and then go into a 24-hour fast. It's not that hard. Like once you or a 48-hour fast. Once you do the OMAD, you're doing a 24-hour fast every day, or like 23. Go from 6 p.m. one day you finish eating to the next day you start at 6 p.m. There'd be a 24-hour fast. But normally you're gonna, let's say start eating at 5 and finish by 6, or start by 6 and finish at 7, and then you go to the next day. So that's 23 hours. You can do that and lose tons of weight, just that. And then if you're not losing weight, you just, cut the calories by 200 or cut the carbs by 50 grams. If you're eating 100 grams of carbs once a day, you will lose weight. Like that sounds like that'd be way out of keto. That's way too many carbs. You eat it all at once, like for 3, 4, 5 ounces of protein, chicken, steak, fish, seafood, whatever you like. I'm really loving fish right now. Getting back from the Philippines. Like, oh my God, there's just so many delicious fish over there. I had no idea I would love ocean fish so much more than lake fish. Literally just way better. And so like get your 3, 4, 5 ounces of meat and get some leafy greens, and like you can fill up so easily on low amount of carbs. Have a quarter cup of rice and boom, there's your meal. A fish, a fish fillet, a chunk of rice and some veggies, and even a piece of fruit, a low carb fruit like half a banana or even a whole banana. If you eat it only once a day and you did like that for 6 months, you'd be ripped too. So that's something I'm looking at for post fasting, to just try to maybe adopt that OMAD again, because it maintains the weight loss and even continues the weight loss depending on how far I get down and how many calories I want to eat a day after that. So anyway, guys, that's it. 2 days, 48 hours, super easy. You got to try it. You got to give it a chance. I mean, if you need to lose weight, it's a great way to lose weight. If you're thin already, it's a great way to clear out your bloodstream and your heart health and your cholesterol and your blood pressure in 48 hours. Dropped significantly. I took my blood pressure before I started this fast, and it was, and I think I can prove it by, I was at Sam's Club and they have a machine in the back and I sign in with my account, and I think I can look at what it was the other day. And I want to say it was something like 150 over 90 or right around that, maybe a little less than that. I don't remember, but we'll show it. And then maybe I'll swing in there after work tomorrow, because that'd be 72-hour fast, and just show you how ridiculous a 72-hour fast is on your blood pressure. It drops it significantly. We'll see. I've done it before, and it made it from high blood pressure to low blood pressure, and then it bounces back into a stable. So it'll be high, because I've had high blood pressure for quite a while. Not this high, but this is kind of peaking out, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to fast, get back into fasting again. And then it'll get down a little low to where it's a little too low, where a doctor might even prescribe you low blood pressure medication. And then a few more days you got to give it, and it'll get back to normal when you drink your water and you have your electrolytes all balanced out. And so them fasting salts are really going to help with that, especially once I get into the past 10 days, like up until 10 days. You feel okay, and then I usually have a day or two of where I feel really bad when I've went that long. So, and that's when I've always broke. So this time I'm hoping to push past that. Like, I'm already fighting that battle. Let's talk about the battle right now. Like, what are you going to do, Zach, when you get to that point? And I've been telling myself, like, what if I get up and it's a work day and I'm just ready to collapse? It's like, you're going to you might as well eat, because you can't miss work. And it's like, I don't know. I might just miss work, because I really want to push through this fitness goal, this health building exercise. This is so good for your health. This is so pro long life. This is anti-cancerous. This is anti-disease. Just it increases your testosterone, your growth hormone. Your T cells are activated. Your immune system just goes crazy. Your stem cells are fasting is so healthy. I mean, I should have wrote a list down. I'll do it. I've done it before, but Google that shit. There's a million videos out there on the health benefits of fasting, and my channel is just about like, hey, this is the struggles. All them channels are already ripped. Like, hey, let's see some guy actually go from way out of shape to way in shape. And it's taken me almost a year now to really identify what I needed to do. And I think I found it. And I'm down some weight. I haven't weighed myself. And I tell you, it's very freeing. I haven't weighed myself in like 6 weeks, except for once. And I didn't really feel like, I forgot, like, oh, I ate and drank and I weighed myself and it was still okay. And I was like, oh, wait, I ate. Okay, let's just not weigh yourself, because it just frustrates you, If you need to lose 100 pounds, I've heard the philosophy that, well, you need to weigh yourself every day to hold yourself accountable. And the problem is, like, your actions are accountable. You know what you did. The scale's not going to tell you you ate more or less. The scale's not going to tell you you went to the gym or you didn't. The scale's not going to tell you you went for a run or a walk or you did the right thing or you ate a piece of fruit instead of a candy bar. The scale has nothing to do with that. And what the scale ends up doing is just pissing you off when you have a little spike because you drank more water that day. Or, you know what I mean? You use the bathroom one day, right? And then weighed yourself. And then the next day you didn't have to go to the bathroom. So you wait. And it can fluctuate by like 5 pounds per day for me. And even though I know that, it still has irritated me when I'm down for 4 or 5, 6 days in a row. And then all of a sudden, boop, it's up. And then I quit. And it's like, I'd rather just not weigh myself, do the right thing. My work shirt fit a little better today, even after 48 hours, because you're all flushed out. You use the bathroom a couple times and then you're thinner and there's no extra food going in there. And like I said, those carbs are draining out of you, which drains that water out of you. And you actually are thinner. Like, you can feel the circumference of your stomach and your waist. Just even in 48 hours, your pants are going to fit better, and of course, 72 and 96 hours, it's just even greater. By 96 hours, you've actually probably burned, over a pound and a half of pure body fat. And that's pretty easy and quick, so. All right, guys, we're pushing the 20-minute mark, and I think that's good and plenty for just a 48-hour fast day. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. So Jesus loves you, I love you, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.